So I will first want to let you know that, hey, this life is not bread and beans. It's literally not black and white. It can change if it chooses to. And sometimes you really do not have control over what is going to happen. And I'm saying this because this is quite similar to my situation. Now, a background story to me is, way, way longer, when I was way younger. I remember my auntie telling me one day, and she said, "Oh, have you started televising?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She said, "Oh, when I was way younger, say age 9 or 10, I told her that I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to become a broadcaster because I want to be seen on TV screens." And when she said that, like, huh, really? Anyways, that's not fast page because I studied, I think I wanted to study theater arts in the university. But obviously, like African parents, they will never allow you go to school and all you do is what, theater art. So I had the option to study English in education at Taisho University of Education, right? So when she mentioned it, I just do the plus, like, okay, I'm not far away from it. I think I really do have interest in the media world, so I'm going to go for it anyway. All right, so I'm not even going to go into the ordeal of trying to get into media. I'm going to skip that. But I'm also going to mention this most important part, which is what Best SMM Success School, right? Which is, I have been teaching all my life, literally. I can say that. The only thing I can't say is I've been teaching since birth, because obviously, what do I know? But I've been teaching literally all my life. That is, to the extent where I know I can say yes or no. I have been teaching. That's because, of course, my mom used to run a school as an administrator before she owned a school. Ultimately, I'm exposed to a teaching word. I hope you understand that. So because now I'm exposed to a teaching word, I'm able to teach people that are in lower class than I am. So if I'm in primary one, I'm teaching people in nursery two, nursery one, and lower grade. I hope you get it. So I've always been teaching all through. And I thought that since I eventually somehow find myself in a university of education, I'm going to end up, being a teacher or something like that. So obviously, that was my thoughts, right? And I was really training on that. I had certificates. I had something. I think the last certificate I did was TLCN when I was in NYSC in Benin, and I had my time. I've not got my certificates on those people. I will need to get it. I don't want my money to waste. So I told I was going to go through all of this process to the very latter end. During NYC, so I know I tried to put up for my masters. Oh, by the way, math took me out of my masters, so that's fine. But yeah, I tried to write my masters into business administration. That's because I wanted to make sure that when I get into the school system, I am solely able to, I'm able to also vie for positions of administrative positions rather. So I'll not be limited. Okay. So that's happened, right? Now, in all of this journey, how did I not get into marketing? How did I get into social media management? We're going to get there. But let me take it one step at a time. Now, after school, right, I was left with what's up? How do we make money? Now we're done with school. What next? And the first thing, of course, was I went into teaching. Obviously, I went into teaching. I think I did a teaching. Um, I had a teaching position that paid me about 40,000 naira private uni, and then I moved away to somewhere that was paying me 50,000 naira, and um, you know, that last part really took me out. That is the last place I had my application, and that's because they really wanted to take life out of me in that school. The school system was so bad that at 11 p.m., 12 p.m., I'm still in school. My dad will have to take me or will have to come to the school to come pick me up because he wants to be sure that I'm safe. I'm going to get home safe, right? So 12 p.m., I'm still in school. And why am I in school? Because the school authority would not let you go until the assigned task for the day is completed. Sometimes most of the time she's not even in the premises, but she will instruct the gatekeeper not to allow any person out without a go ahead. So you see how terrible it was. At the end of the day, I had just had to resign, and I had to tell her I was going for my master's, which was a lie. I had never put up for my master's at the time, and then she just believed me and let it go. But afterwards, I was still left with what next. Definitely, I'm not someone that goes idle. So at the time again, I got an opportunity to go back to school. So I was back in another school closer to the home. And that was where manageable until I got an opportunity to work in a different sector, which is a laundromat. It's a laundromat. So literally work 6 times a week. You maybe have 1 or 2 off days, sometimes. However, what made it important to me, or what made that position important to me, was that it was flexible enough for me to do other things. Now, I wanted to do something else other than just going into the laundromat, because laundromat for me does not have a feature. It just looked like sales girl. It literally was like a sales girl thingy. So there's no feature there. I literally have to just use that. And even the system in the company does not allow you to stay longer. So you just have to do it, get your money, and get out of the place. And which I did. Luckily for me, my boyfriend, we're now husband anyway. So my boyfriend then wanted to start a business to sell shirts, thrift shirts. That is akube, what some people call akube, second-hand shirt, wanted to sell it. And then we had the problem. We wanted to sell shirts without leaving our office space, without owning a store, right? And we're looking for a way to make sure that we're able to do work and also sell shirts. So we started looking for answers to it. Why? How would I sell shirts without leaving my work, without it affecting my work, and without us having an office space? Because having an office space means somebody has to be at the office space, all those, the chemistry around it. And while we were looking for answers, I saw that there's something that is called an online store. And then I got more curious, and guess what? I was looking for answers. And in that way, I stumbled on digital marketing. Now, before I went into digital marketing, I just wanted to first sell without owning an online store. It was straight. I mean, without owning a physical store, it was straightforward. My problem was I needed to sell without owning a physical store. So each time I'm checking, I'm not, no, it's not these days that you have ChatGPT that will give you all the answers at once. So I was literally just searching on the net and saying how to sell without owning a physical store. So options were coming to me. Options were coming to me. So when I found out about all the options that I have, I stumbled on data marketing. And there's this very school, data marketing Institute, DMSI, right? Digital marketing skills, something like that. DMSI. The head office at Ikoyi, still at Ikoyi, but it's a very big and well recognized school, home and abroad, for digital marketing and many like that. So those people were follow me up with their ads. I was just seeing stuff. I was just seeing stuff, a lot of content around what they do and how they do it. But I got interested, and I really, really got interested. But I had a problem. To take that course at the time was about 250,000, which I did not have. Anyways, we found a way around it. I am saying we because somebody had to take a loan and use their salary to pay. I am not going to mention who. But somebody had to pay for it. And then, so I took the course, digital marketing. Now, why did I take the course? Because it had every information that I needed to be able to remember, sell the shirt without owning a physical store. Sell the shirt without owning a physical store. That was the problem that I needed to solve. And when the ads were coming to me, they were answering those questions. They were giving me, they were making me curious as to, oh, how did you get this done? How can I get this done? Right? So I had no option. I mean, I was bent on buying their course and being a part of the student and just making sure that I get the result that I want, which is selling the shirt without owning a physical store. Now, fast forward to enrolling and going through all of the process. In digital marketing, for anyone who has an idea of what digital marketing is a tree on its own. Then we now have branches. We have copywriting, we have social media marketing, we have what's it called, website design, we have graphic design, we have branding, we have ads management, and many more like that. So the tree itself, the old tree itself, is digital marketing. So I went to study digital marketing, and of course I picked interest in social media management, social media marketing actually, web design, and which one again did I really pick? I think those two really worked for me. And at the end of it, I think I used copywriting as a backup. Okay. Now, the fun part was I was able to practice at once. Listen, I was able to practice at once. So the moment they introduced me to a course or to a step one, social media marketing. Whoa! I opened an Instagram account, created an account, created a Facebook account, created, and I'm still saying till date, every of the marketing efforts that I put into that page, into that business that year is still working for it till date. And I'm saying that for a fact because I know that everything that I literally learned from SEO to website design and all of that, I put it into the business and the result is still showing. Now, I'm trying to tell you or making emphasis of that year and now because sometimes I think about 1 year now, I think it's close to a year now. Instagram um, disabled my account. One account got disabled, and because all of my accounts are occupied in one at the time, I lost about 7 accounts. So I lost Shop on Kosan, which is like the oldest business and oldest account that I had. Well, aside from my personal accounts, right? So I lost it. And if you think that I lost my customers with it, well, maybe not, because of course, I've driven traffic towards Instagram. But most importantly, I have built traffic towards the WhatsApp. So till date, I still have random people come into the message and say, I want to buy. What do you have? Even though I'm not actively selling. I hope you understand it. I'm going to get to all the key points, but I'm just trying to show you my journey and how we're going to get here or how I've gotten here. Now, when I started this part of social media marketing, that was the most interesting. And to everybody, you think it's the simplest. But anyways, it's not simple, but it is simple. It depends, right? So, but social media marketing appealed to me the most. Appealed to me the most because it was something I could do on my phone. Literally at that year, I know one of my friends, in the court, Pamela will always say, next year grew. Why? Because I was literally doing all of my edits, design edits on phone. I did not have a laptop. I did not have, when I even had the laptop, I did not have that, what's it called? I did not have that power and all the whatever to make sure that my laptop is mobile. So I literally was carrying one heavy mad laptop. I dare not go mobile with it, right? So I was editing, doing everything on my phone. So I was really fascinated because I was able to do a number of things on my phone that was getting the results. Remember, why I started this was because I wanted to sell shirts without owning a physical store. Now, guess what happened in the process? In the process of this, while I was learning, while I was practicing, I was telling people about my experience, even customers that randomly met me at the laundromat. I was just telling them, "Hi, my name is Mercy." They're like, "Oh, what do you do?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm a digital marketer now, though I'm not a professional, I'm just learning." And I'm like, "Oh, digital marketing? Tell me about it." And I get to tell them about it, and they're like, "Oh, wow, I need something like this." Now, remember why I started this? Because I wanted to sell shirts without having a physical store. And that is the same thing I tell them. And I found out that so many people had the same problem. They wanted to sell stuff. Business, what's it called? People who are in offices wanted other sources of income. However, they want to be able to do it while they keep their monthly salary and do that as a side, right? And they did not know what or how to go about doing these two things without losing one for the other. So when I found out that it is a problem, it is not just my problem, it is a general problem. Then I begin to talk about it. I begin to talk about it. Guess what? You know who did not have an idea what I was doing? My parents, obviously. I had to take time to explain to them over and over again. And they think that, oh, you're just on your phone 24 hours. You're always on your phone. But I was on my phone making money, right? I was on my phone making money at the time. Anyways, I realized that people also have the same problem. Then I said, okay, since people really do have similar problem with what I had in the time, then I should talk to people about it. Now, I was not confident enough to take anybody. Remember, I went in solely because I wanted to do it for my business, or rather, our business, right? So I was not taking it, but I was talking to people about it because I find it interesting to let you know that, hey, this is what I'm up to. I find it very interesting to converse about it. And I like how people react to it. I'm like, ah, really? Oh, that's nice. I love the reaction that I get each time I get to tell people about what I do. So I'm always willing to. And guess what again? My colleagues back then, please, if you can hear me, just drop an emoji. If you can hear me, just drop. Let me be sure I have not lost you in all of this conversation. If you're following me, you can hear me still. Let me just know. Yes, thank you. I can see the love button. Thank you. Okay. So I'll just go keep at it. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I can see the thank you. I can see your reactions. Now, I was when I was learning, or while I was learning, my colleagues were seeing me because I was using, the training. Oh, I did not mention that the training was a weekend. I took the part time or whatever the case said. Whatever. I attend the training. Thank you very much. Thank you for your reaction. So yeah, I thank you for your comment as well. So I took the training. Instagram. I think there's something up with Instagram. Give me a minute. Sorry, people on YouTube. I want to be sure that my Instagram is still connected. Yeah. Can you hear me on Instagram? I'm back. I think I left for a while. Instagram, I just need somebody to react or give me and then I'll move on. I just want to be sure I've not lost you. My screen went blank for a moment. So I want to be sure. All right, I'll go ahead and believing that I'll get the reaction soon. Now, while I was training, I had my colleagues getting interested in what I was doing. So also they get to hear the gist about how I'm learning and like that. Thank you for your reaction. And eventually, they are the one now telling people about what I do. How does it come into the discussion? Obviously, somebody will say something similar, and they're like, "Oh, I know someone. Mercy, talk to her. Mercy does this and this." And literally, at that time, I think it still happens now because I said I do social media. They literally think you can do anything on the internet. Well, you're supposed to be able to do anything on the internet anyway. But yeah, so literally, they bring everything and anything internet voila. They'll bring it in. When they say, Messi, I'm trying to do this. Messi, I'm trying to edit this. Messi, I'm trying to do this. So literally, I'm able to respond to them. And one of the things that you, as an intending social media manager or as a marketer, is that you can't shy away from problems. In short, this is a general rule that should be applicable to everyone in every sphere of life. You cannot afford to shy away from what you call responsibilities. If somebody brings something to you, even if it is not in your scope, put an extra foot forward to say, I will give you an option. Go look for answers. Now, when you hit a glitch, you can now decide that, oh, I hit a glitch, I can't move forward. But always be that person that has what? That always solves problem, right? I will not go about it. Now, because I'm able to solve people's problem when it comes to internet and many other things as related to digital marketing, I was the go-to person for my colleagues. Now, I've told you people that I've reached out to, people would talk to me, customers will come into the laundromat and I'm able to strike a conversation with them. My colleagues who are fascinated in what I'm doing and they're like, this is something new. They tell people about what I am doing. Now I've moved into my family. I used to say something, I'm going to say it to you again. If your family, people on your contact list, do not have an idea of what you do, or can't even say this is what you do, they can't even come to you and say, oh, do you know how to do this in related to your work? You have not passed. The least you can do for yourself in the word networking, the least you can do for yourself is to make sure that people on your contact list, your family member that you eat, sleep, breathe, and live with, can tell what work you do, right? And they can maybe suggest, rather, they can maybe refer you to someone or talk about what you do to someone else. If you have failed on that and you don't have anyone doing that on your behalf, till date, you have not started. Okay. Now I've moved away from how I started. I've gotten to how I started growing. Because at this time now, my business, I'm already managing it. Funny how my position quickly changed. Right. I always a partner. Always have been a partner. But my position really changed from the sales girl who will be selling the shirt directly to be the marketer who is pushing out the content, making sure people are reaching us outside those that I'm meeting physically, right? So I literally was setting up an online house. I don't want to say store because I did more than a store. I did Instagram, I did copywriting, I did web design at the time. That was my first web design, my e-commerce website. I still have a video of what it looks like. I love it. I still love it today. I mean, I still love it today, right? I did what's it called email marketing. I did ads management. I did SEO. I did copywriting because I had to write on different blogs. I had to write on different blogs to ensure that people are getting traffic. Every step or strategy that is available, I make sure I implemented it on this business. And again, I am telling you, the results still shows till date. Okay, the result shows till date. Now, does all of this thing affect you? Let me move on to how I made my very first money outside the business that I created. Again, I've mentioned it to you that after or during my training, I was speaking to people about what I do because I was just eager to share my idea. And people who are my colleagues were fascinated about what I was doing. And they were also eager to share to tell people about what I do. And I'm able to also tell people on my contact list. But guess who is the guru, the tech guru? It's me. Why? Because I know stuff I can get done on the internet. And again, many people had the same problem that I had. They wanted to be able to sell online without having a physical store, literally, or without having to lose their job or business. They are not trying to do one for one. They just wanted everything at once. So the first person that paid me, I can't even remember the name of the client again, but it was just some random person that one of my colleagues spoke to and like, I heard you do this. Oh, I heard about what you do. Yeah, and then we talked about it. And he said, I have a job for you. Guess how much I got paid? 15,000 naira. Guess what I was doing? I was the customer support because guess okay. I think this is I should take it. The first thing is that remember it was one of the colleagues that introduced me. The first mistake that I made was that meeting with the client, I had to go to the client's physical store. Now, this physical store, the business is they sell all these what's it called foreign products, especially foreign cereal that are rarely found in Nigeria, even in the super malls, in the big super malls, right? So they literally just everything that they sell over there, the US, the UK, and all of those locations, they sell it, they have it, the cereal and everything that literally is scarce in the store, right? So their selling point is, everything abroad, you get it here. So the first mistake I made was walking into that store and they were not negotiating. They talk to me now. Help me. I just need to be able to do this thing. I need to be able to do that. And they're like, okay, you need a phone number because you need to be able to take orders. They're like, we don't have sales girls, we don't have, will you be able to do that? I said, don't worry, I'll do it. I'm looking for money. The first client, you will do anything. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. So what did I do? I created a phone number. Now, the worst thing? The phone number was created in my name. I mean, I use my details to create the phone number for them. It's not like they use that. It's another thing if they created the account or the contact or the SIM or whatever, and they send it to me. No. I created everything. They were just saying, go ahead, do it. I told them, these are the things you need to do. And then I just do it. I literally had to do everything for 15,000 naira. Please, how much was my cost? 250,000 naira. I remember it was on a loan, so it means that I had repayment to do. But my first job was 15,000 naira, and I took it gladly. I took it gladly because I knew at that time that I had the result I could give them. Why? Because I was already making money, making waves, getting results for my own business. So I know that I'm able to replicate that same process on their business, and I was not scared at all, right? So I went ahead to take on the job, and then we went about starting the business and all of that. Now, the problem we had was that they needed me to always come and take pictures of the products and all of those places. And before you know it, anyway, I think we did literally 3 months plus before the contract collapsed, whatever that is. But that was my first client. Did I appreciate it 100 times? Yes, because he boosted my morale. That is what I needed. And literally, I just add myself another way to what? To boost my confidence. How come? Because what I have done for my own business, I have done it for another business and I've gotten results. In short, these people are always short in time when it comes to delivery. I'll be the one still chasing delivery. Hello, delivery. Please go and deliver to clients. I don't want to be speaking in English online because these people came through. And at the time, we did not even run ads. For the first 3 months, we did not even run one ad. But every setup that I did definitely yielded results for them, and they were even amazed. But life happened, right? Now, that was my first client. And again, I added that to my portfolio. And guess what again? My business is still going on very well, and I was getting the traction I want. In short, and at the time, because I was in training and I had the alumni group, right? People, excuse me, no, it's on. People were literally now I lost my train of thought. But again, I know that because I gained my confidence in what I have done, I was able to replicate it. So I knew that there was a business in it, and I had my first experience. I built that to make up my second experience to my next client. And of course, trust me, I did not charge or I did not get paid 15,000 naira. Neither did I visit physical stores. Now, this is where the point that I tell you that the last time I worked in a physical office was maybe 5 years or more. No, literally, it is more than 5 years. But let's be safe, 5 years. And that's because I found out that for my own space where I am in, even if I choose to only base my income on social media marketing, I can do it from the comfort of wherever I choose to be. So long as I have electricity power supply, a strong data, and my devices are up and running, then I'm good to go, right? So because of that, I've chosen me. I don't like stress, to be honest. I hate stress. I God buttered my bread. I found my way to something that is, stress free. I mean, I'm saying stress before you think that, oh, it's beans and bread. It's not beans and bread, but literally, I found something that was flexible enough for me that does not require me to be in a physical space. Remember that my sole aim was not to own a physical store. And now I do not need to work with people. I mean, I can work with people 1,000 miles away without being in their physical space. You see how beautiful it is. So it has gotten that beautiful. And since then, I built a business. I've managed over 50 businesses across. In short, I think one of the top no yeah yeah one of the top parts for me was when at a point I was introduced to a what's this people now, this Bitcoin cryptocurrency company, and I was the digital marketing lead at the time. We did it for a year. I know that I had a team work with me. I had a team work with me, right? So, man, that was one of the best things. Now, what I'm saying is the best thing because, or one of the best things, because I was new to crypto. Crypto was literally new to everybody who really cared to hear about it, right? So it was just becoming a sensation online, and I was asked to lead, and I had no idea. So I literally had to go and do all of the research possible. And guess what? The results to date is still bringing me clients. The result to date is still giving client. What I'm trying to say to you is that it is possible for you to learn social media marketing. And I've mentioned it earlier for those of you that were not here. Social media marketing is a branch, right, of digital marketing. Digital marketing is a tree. We have every other aspect of digital marketing. Social media marketing is just one. And some people have always asked me, ultimately, does that mean I'm into marketing? Yes, you are into marketing because again, is leave social media management, which is the core thing which you're supposed to learn. But the broader idea is for you to learn social media marketing. All right? Social media marketing. Now, I've mentioned 1,001 mistakes that I made during my transition time, but I'm going to mention one that is really funny to me. Have you? I don't know. It happened to me so much at the time, and I begin to question myself. I begin to question myself, and that's okay. Let me tell you what it is. So the first thing was that I posted for a client. I had two clients at the time that was managing, two or more. I had two or more clients anyway, and I wanted to post A for client B, right? Then I mixed it up. I hope you get it. Client A's content went to client B Instagram post accounts, and all of those mix up happened. And I did not notice. I did not take note until somebody on the team called me. Sorry, did you just make a post? And yeah, the post is out. And like, okay. Are you sure the post you made was for us? I think you made a mistake. And like, don't joke with me. That can't be true. Only for me to and I saw it. Guess what? You already gathered the engagement because obviously I was posting at the peak time. So you already gathered the engagement and questions were coming in already. What's happening? This is not your logo. Is there something wrong? Somebody check with the team. I wanted to go down, never to be seen. But I had no option than to just switch the content immediately and all of that. And you know where you get to ask questions. Anyway, once I deleted the content, the comments went away. But that affected the post reach for the day, and it didn't do well as it ought to. But those are one of the mistakes that I made. Aside the one that I walked into. Anyway, I'm going to still give you gimmicks on what to do and what not to do, but maybe not here. Maybe in some other thing I'm going to introduce very soon. Another thing that I did make, or another mistake that I did make was what's it called? You know that part, because I wasn't sure what I was doing, right? I didn't really get a coach, someone to be telling me, oh, you're doing great, oh, you're doing good, oh, you're not doing right. I didn't really get that one-on-one coaching. So when I literally make mistakes in my own business or in some person's business, um was it obviously, yes, Rima, the post has to go down. It it's not be deleted, okay? You have to delete the post immediately because I mean it does not work. There's no way. The branding is definitely different, the messaging is madly different, and all of those things. So the post had to go down, right? And I had to now post the real content. The only thing that I missed out, of course, was I missed out the peak point where the reach would skyrocket. And for that day, the reach really went bad. So, and it showed up on the result. But yeah, one of those things that happened. Now, I was telling you about one of the mistakes that I made was I did not have anyone to tell me what to do and what not to do. When I had, after my training, there's always an alumni, and alumni for us there is just you. So if you had made one or two people, if you had connected one or two people who maybe became an expert or became very, very good at one place or the other, then you're able to maybe talk to them. But literally, nobody, you are now in the same business. So nobody wants to give you what is working for them. Everybody's now ideing, this is what everybody's forming. I'm Oga. So I didn't have anyone to mentor me literally. But the best thing that I did for myself was first going to a training school. Right? That was the best thing because you see, all the past knowledge that I got, I wouldn't have gotten it if I had not gone to a training school. And I love that I even branched into data marketing. Maybe by now I'll be doing a NURT, oh, not NURTW mercy, please, God, I beg. But I'll be literally be teaching, and I don't know how that would have turned out to be. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm in this space. And again, it accommodates my laziness, and my laziness starts with moving out. I am that kind of person that when you say let's meet by 2 o'clock, I mean anything that does not make your meeting between 10 to 12 and we're meeting by 2 o'clock, that meeting has to be important for me, you to see me at 2 o'clock, because I'm just gonna call you and say, hello, babe, I'm not gonna appear anymore. Do it without me, duh. And I'm out because I do not want to appear. I do not want to happen. It's not NURTW. I'm sorry. NUT. Thank you. NURTW, is that not what's it called, transportation people? As in, yeah. So one of the best things was that he introduced me to this very beautiful career of mine that literally allows me to do anything from wherever that I am. I'm telling you that wherever. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, my work time varies between 2 to 10. That's 2 p.m. to 10. And I was literally at the cinemas yesterday. In short, I was on the road all through yesterday. I think I came in around this time because I had to drop my daughter somewhere. Yada yada. I was just moving and moving and moving. And at the end of the day, I ended up at the cinema. And my boss just called me, Messi, send out this email. I knew it that I was going to send the email. It is one of my to-do list for the day. But guess what? I did not panic. Why? Because I literally just picked my tablet, did everything I needed to do, and I sent it. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt. Nobody, everything went smooth. I delivered, and literally, nobody can tell if I was in my own room or my office space, or I was at the cinema. What is it? I got the job done. I done number of thousands of meetings outside my comfort or office, right? So it's one of those things that I love about me being in this career. So now I was talking about some of the things that I did that I regretted or that I do not want you to make. Anyway, again, I mentioned that the best thing, of course, is that I got into a training school, but I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anyone at all to mentor me. So I was literally just rolling in the water by myself. But luckily for me, I got to meet with people and I was able to also learn faster based on what I've gotten. Now, one thing that is important to you is that if I am Mercy or I want to be like Mercy, what next do I do? I am going to go into that. But before going into that, let me tell you one simple thing that you need to know. Nobody is going to help you. You are going to help yourself. Like they would say, you can only take an horse to where the water is, the stream, but you can never in any way. Crystal, it's good to see you here finally. Okay, you can in no way force the horse to take water, right? Everyone that I know, in short, in my cohort during training, is not everyone that still practices marketing till date. Everyone that I know that joined the cohort at the time, obviously, some people will even drop off. Some people dropped off before the cohort even ended, right? Some people could not complete it. Some people, everything happened, and some people even completed it before I did, and they are no longer there in that space. They moved into something else, either good or good, either way. But I'm saying to you that nobody is going to force you to get the results that you want. You will be the one to drive yourself to the results that you want. I wanted this so bad that I got this result. And when I saw that it was not just a means for me to sort my own problem, I could help people sort their own problem and get paid for it. I decided to what? Make it a career. I am trying to tell you that even if it is just social media marketing or management that you definitely make a career out of it. 1,001 people have make a career, will make a career out of it, and I'm hoping that you'll be one of them. And I'm really, really hoping that you'll be one of them. Okay. Another mistake that I made was that I was jumping from one YouTube to one free course to another. Oh my god. Yes, Crystal, drop your question in the Q&A. Please use the Q&A feature. Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot. Please, if you have any question that has dropped in your mind and you don't want to forget it, please drop it in the Q&A. The Q&A feature, you just see it there. If you drop it in the comment, I'll most likely miss it. If you drop it in the comment, I'll most likely miss it. So just you see that part that has a question, right? Just drop it there and I get to see it later on when I'm able to take questions. All right. 8:50. Whoa, I've taken enough time already. But let me speed this up. Now, I was going from one YouTube page to one blog page to one free class or free lesson. And of course, if you have been searching, you will see that there's 1,001 free. It's not even now. 1,001 free, what's it called now, platforms where you can literally learn social media marketing and what have you. But I was not wired to learn that way. Even though, and people that are really even teaching are mostly whites. Guys, it's true. It's true, it's true, it's true. Most people that actually do free, I think Nigeria, we like Monisha. Maybe. But literally, there were people who do not understand my language, they do not understand my market, because my first target market were people in doing businesses in Nigeria, right? My first target people audience were people who were doing businesses in Nigeria, and these people were speaking businesses in UK, in USA mostly, and in in countries that does not have anything or anything similar to what Nigeria is currently facing. So they can't even help me with the results that I was trying to get. So I had the problem because I was trying to do everything for free. Now remember that I had taken a paid course, but there's always room for continuity, which means that I had to keep up with the good work that I've started. And ultimately brings me to looking for answers because I did not have a mentor to show me where to go and how to go about it. Right? So, one of the things that made me create the Social Media Management Success School, SMM Success School, was one, at a point, I was getting loads of clients. Remember, I have done my own work. And what is my own work? I networked with people. I told people that care to hear about everything that I did, and they got interested in it. So at a point, people were even helping me to get clients because they've seen results, because they've trusted me, because they've seen me talk about this thing beautifully and confidently. So they trust that I can give them the result as well. By the way, I have results to show for it, so can a big deal. Right now, at the point, I now had too many clients that I could not take by myself. Do you want to kill me? No. I only have one head. I don't have more than one head. I only have two hands. Thank God I have two eyes. Literally, I am me, and I have my own. I have my own limit to the capacity I can take. So when I reached that part, I started reaching out to people, only for me to find out that people don't actually know what they are doing. Like literally, everybody is social media manager, and you know what's funny? The problem is still all until now. Like the problem is still on until now. People will just say, "I'm a social media manager." Okay, start. I think I got one. There was one person that I got, and the person was like, "Ah, I did not engage with the client's accounts." In my talk, I'm like, Sean, sorry if you don't understand Yoruba, but Sean, why meaning? You did not do what? You did not engage with it. You did not do like guy. And you're a social media manager. I mean, it's okay if you come to me that you do not have an idea and I'm trying to train you. Then I know I'm trying to train you. But if you go by the name social media manager, it means that at least the basics, you already know it. And now you're telling me that we do not know that you're supposed to engage with a client's account. Then I was like, guy, what exactly do you bring to the table? That's what I want to ask you. Like, what exactly is your work? How do you get results for your clients? Anyways, so the problem was that I needed somebody to join me, even if it's commission based, or I mean, we'll just share the money somehow, or I'll just pass the client to you. But I needed somebody to do the job as good because I do not intend to pass it to your name if you own a company. No, I wanted to still be the one, the go-to person. Remember that it's my own client, it's my own referral. So I wanted to keep it that way. However, I wanted to get the job done without tarnishing my image. So if I'm going to get the job done without tarnishing my image, that means I need somebody that had the same understanding that I do have, right? Only for me to find out that Okonwolode is scarce. It was difficult to find, really difficult to find, really. I mean, really difficult to find. So what? Even people that okay, I know that I attended a training because I wanted to, I was looking for a community, so I attended the training, a paid training, and I started looking for people in that community. Remember, a paid training, meaning that they've trained them to become a social media manager, but still, they don't know how to deliver. They do not know how to freaking deliver, and I just knew that. In short, I had to start rejecting clients. When they come, I'll tell you, I'm sorry, I'm booked, fully booked. Hey, they me, fully booked. I'm booked. They're like, you're not doing shakara. I'm not doing shakara. And at the time, I only had one device, so How do I want to manage your account if I say let me do it all? You know, and all of those things. So I just saw that there was this lapses between people actually being a social or being called a social media manager and actually getting the job done. And like, you know what? I'm gonna train people. I'm gonna train people to get the job done. And guess what? I started with something free. Yes, I remember at the time I just called it an internship opening because when I talked to one of my friends, I just do internship now, and then you train people and they work with you. And they're like, oh yeah, it's true, I can do it. So I train people. Oh, one of my best students, I see in short, my best student now, I can apply, I can't take her into my own company. Obviously, my company is just getting started. So we don't have the amount of money that she's getting paid right now. But she's one of the best thing. In short, this set, the first set, the second set, I did 3 quarters of internship before I started the full training, right? The first set, Amaka, I had Amaka. Amaka was one of the best hands, and she learned everything she needed. That is why for us here as social media management success school, it is literally for beginners. It is literally for beginners. It is not for no, 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 no. If you are senior level, this is not your room. It is literally for beginners because we want people who have literally no idea or tiny idea but want to groom themselves. So we want to do because they say if the if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? Literally. So if your foundation of knowledge is destroyed, you can do nothing. You can do nothing. So I am here for people who want foundational knowledge. And because definitely if you have a solid foundation, nothing is going to shake you when you get up there. Anything you're going to get is going to be a plus, an add-on. It's not going to be, no. No, you have an idea, just that you have a better way of doing it now or an advanced way of doing it. So we are really doing the dirty work now. That is really a strain. I was looking at it today and are you sure I want to continue this thing? Because it's really strenuous. And guess what the painful part is? I think this happens to almost every entrepreneurs or whatever. Is that when you now get good at it, for example, I can't pay Amaka, I can't pay Lista, I can't pay Favor. I can't pay Joyce. Even Joyce that was just graduated in last cohort. I can't pay them. Why? Because they've gotten so good. Now, the essence of learning, anyways, to get their money. They've gotten so good. My money is not good enough for them. Oh my God. I'm not proud to say it, but that is what it is. And that's life. So we are going to do the dirty job for you. We're going to make sure that we are the we are the refiner. We're going to make sure that you put you in a shape that is good enough for you to get out there and make the exact money you're going to make. So if you think that you're coming in here to invest in yourself. You are coming here to invest in yourself, to shape yourself, to mold yourself, to get that solid foundational knowledge, right? In order for you to go outside there and bloom. Again, if you're a senior manager, my oga, pass out. Find a way out. But if you're just starting out, you're just trying to gain basic knowledge. You're just trying to gain. In short, I have no idea what I am doing. I don't even know if it's something I'm interested in. This is for you, literally, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I have just heard about it. I know some person that I just heard about it and I'm interested in it. Some person just even came in because they want to take a training in design. By the way, I can't even start selling my course right now. It's not there. I'm not there yet because what I need to introduce to you is something that gives you like a glimpse, a tiny bit of what you would experience in the main training. And I'm literally introducing to you the challenge. Now, we have a challenge that's going to come. It's going to happen on the 27th till 1st. It's a 5-day challenge. This 5-day challenge, let me see if I can share my screen. But if I share my screen now, people on Instagram, I think I'm just going to drop a comment. I'm just going to drop the link so you people can go check it. And yes, you can start paying now if you're interested. It's 5,000 naira, literally 1,000 naira per day. Before you start asking me questions, let me answer one of the questions that is important to you. The 5-day challenge is for people who want to gain basic knowledge. Again, it is just like, the a piece of the bigger cake size of the main training that we have to offer, right? So for many of you that are on my wait list, you already know about the training. You know how much it goes for. I'm not going to say this. That one is secret for people on my wait list. As far as I'm concerned, it's still a secret. For people that are on my wait list only get the gist because they joined the wait list. Now, but for the challenge is just a tip, like a very, very tiny tip of the iceberg of what you're going to experience in the full training. And it's going to happen for 5 days from 27th. And I mostly picked the dates because I want people who also have working, who also have their work hours to deal with, to be able to attend the challenge. So I think it's weekend-ish weekday, right? So from the 27th to the 1st of July, again, it's 5,000 naira. Literally, it's just you paying 1,000 naira for one day for the time and effort you have put into this training. If you start asking me who is it for, again, if you want to learn the basics of social media management, it is for you. I don't know, I'm trying to transition into tech. I don't know where to start with. Can I start here? Come and use this time to decide, right? This is for you. Aha. So it's just a 5 day training, and it's going to be it's already a recorded lesson, but we're going to have live sessions because, see, I told you one of the mistakes that I made was I did not have mentorship. For me, the closest you can get outside you being in a community, the closest you can get to mentorship, especially an online space, is for you to get a one-on-one or a live session. So the live session is mostly to talk about everything that you've learned in the recorded resources, and then we're going to talk about it in a live session where someone is answering your questions directly. So if you have any questions now as regards anything I've said in the past or whatever, put it in the question box. YouTube, put it in the comment. I can still manage that on YouTube. If you are on Instagram, please put it in the comment because I might miss the step. All right. So this challenge is for you, and again, it's 5,000 naira. Where you come to, I get to answer your question. Yeah, you get to see just a tip of please, can you differentiate between SM marketing? Okay, all right. Crystal, I see your question. I'm going to take it. All right. So it's going to the training is going to be for 5 days, and yes, you're going to have resources, and you're going to have live session. That is, you're going to have the recorded session, and you have live session. And yes, this challenge you have access to it for 1 year. So your 5,000 naira is going to work for you for a year. So you see that it's no longer 1,000. It's no longer 1,000 naira per day. You literally have access to it for a year. But the most important thing, again, is that nobody is going to help you. So it means that for you to maximize it, you need to do what? Make sure you take the courses, get yourself ready and set for the live session so that you can have every of your questions addressed during the live session. Right? So yeah, I think I've done justice to everything that I need to do today. Yeah, bring in your question. I want to see if I've not missed anything. I just want to confirm if I've missed anything so I can take it. Yeah. I don't know how to create content. I don't know how to gain clients for my audience. I don't know. Or some of you are already practicing, but you never had any form of training. So you lack one or two. You lack one or two. You need those one or two that you're lacking. You know, it's showing the results that you're getting because you're not even getting results anyway. So come here. We are gonna help you. We are happy to help you. We would love to help you, and we're saying join us. And I don't know, I don't know if I trust you. I mean, for me, this is the best way for you to say, do we vibe? Because literally, you need to even know if the person you're listening to, if you can learn from the person, right? So yeah, do we vibe? Can this person teach me? Don't like the way she sounds. You know, some people they just come and say, I don't like the way she sounds. She talks to me anyhow. Well, I'm that kind of person. I know someone that I unfollowed them. I left their community because they always refer to someone as a particular. I don't want to say it, so I will not give it away. So when they say hello, I like what it's you and who. Please move on. I said that's the most craziest thing, but I know it's crazy, but it is what it is. So because of that, I literally am not into the person, but the person is really a valuable person. So at the time when I think, oh, let me just see what this person has been up to, let me catch up, I'm able to just go there and catch up. So with this challenge, you're able to know, can this person actually teach me? Will I be able to learn from this person? Because it's not just about, I will teach you. Me, I have done my part. I will do my part. Everybody on the team will do their part. However, there's still a place of us to connect because that will make your work easier. That will make your learning faster and easier. You get the gist. All right. Let me take Crystal's question because it came in first. She said, Can we join the waitlist on how? No, no, no. You don't need to join the waitlist. The waitlist is over. You just need to join the challenge. You just need to join the challenge. When you join the challenge, either you even join the waitlist or not, just that again, I can't tell you, but the waitlist already got a waitlist bonus, so you can't even join waitlist again. But because you're already on those webinar, you get, I mean, you get information as regards the main training. It's going to go out via email, via WhatsApp also. I'm going to make sure that I drop message on. I try not to do much on WhatsApp because people, before you get touchy, they are sending too much message before you go and no. But I'll definitely be in most people's DMs in the coming days so that I can tell you more about the training. But first, we're going to talk about the challenge because I want you to decide if you would want to join us for the training. Okay, Krista, I think that answers your questions. Your question. Your number two question is, please, can you clarify the difference between social media marketing management and data marketing? Okay, I've mentioned it before. You were not here. That was the first thing I said. Data marketing is the main tree that houses every other branches, which is social media management or marketing, social media management and marketing, website design, copywriting, brand identity, blah 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 blah, like that, as many as possible. SEO, all of those things. Data marketing is the branch, is the tree rather, is the main tree. So from data marketing, we stems every other thing that you know about marketing, from SEO to copywriting to brand identity to website design to copywriting and then to social media management. Now, management and marketing, the difference is in the numbers and the activities that you do. A tiny difference. Now, management, when I say I am a manager, what I am literally doing is I am making sure that everything is in place. Do you post 2 times a day? Yes. Did you move this? Yes. Did you do that? Yes. In social media, it means that I don't need you to give me numbers. The number of things that you are doing as a manager is okay for the results that I want to get. But when it comes to marketing, that is where the real money is, and that is when we're talking about numbers because we're exchanging numbers for numbers. I made in the past week, I made you or your account increase by 20%. Because of that, I will need you to increase my salary by 2%. We are talking numbers. That's the simplest way I can give it to you. I hope you understand it. When it comes to management, management is do your job. Step A, go that way. Step B, go that way. Step C. So whatever activity or whatever your task is as a manager works, it's just enough to satisfy the clients. But as a marketer, you're talking about results, real results, where we're talking about numbers as to what can we do to increase our reach by 20%. That is talk. Do you understand? That is the talk we're going to have. Literally, that is like it's just a tiny line between manager and marketing. Marketing, you do a lot of numbers. Does not mean we don't do numbers in social media management. So come and hear about it. Come and hear about it in the challenge. Yes, I talked about it. I talked about it first thing in the challenge because this is one question that people don't really know how to answer. So yeah. Um on YouTube, I'm getting as a social media manager, is it a must that I must be the graphic designer because I see a lot of jobs with must have experience with I love this, Duke. I hope you're still here. Yes, this question is one of the questions that they say is a banger. I'm sorry. Yes. Um, must you be? Must is not the word to use. You must not be a graphic designer. Let me give you a practical example. I currently have like 6 staffs that work with me. Um, give or take, I don't even know which is which, but I think maybe about 4 or 2 of them. I think maybe 3, I can't remember. But a certain number of them do not do my design, a certain number of them do the design. Now, if we use the word must, let's pay attention. This is where we do English class. Must is not a must. Must you be a graphic designer? No, that is the direct answer. You must not be a graphic designer. However, it is an additional skill. You know the way people are shouting, go and get AI, know about AI this, AI generational text, AI that. It is an added advantage to you. Hey, sweetie, it's an added advantage to you as a social media manager. to be a graphic designer or to have knowledge about graphic designing. Now, let me tell you where the tricky part is. The tricky part is, as a social media manager or a social media marketer, you need to know about graphic design. That is why one of the things we teach in training, in short, it is one of our bestseller, what's it called, module. If I can sell graphic design alone out of the module of SMM training, I swear I'll make money, because that is the best. All through that will get the best comments, it is to get the best live session and all of those things. That is the best sell. That graphic design is the best selling module on the team, aside every other thing that I know of. But you see, when it comes to design, everybody's wanting to have it. Now, I'm saying that it is not a must for you to be a graphic designer, but imagine this: you own a store where they sell glasses. You don't know where they get the lens from. You don't know where they get the frame from. You don't know how they clean the lens. You don't know how they fix the frame. All you do is, or all the knowledge you have is, I have the money, start the business. What do you think is going to happen to you? When they are buying the lens, they can cheat you. They can sell wrong thing to the client, and you will not know how to defend your brand. What does that mean? It means that as a social media manager, you need to have a full knowledge of graphic design. If you do not know anything about graphic design, one Jack and Harry will tell you what to do. Or another angle that I would love to tell you is, sometimes graphic designers too fail. Graphic designers fails. They fail. They are humans too. They are in class. They can't design for you because their device is down. They can't design for you because they are out of power, electricity supply. They can't design for you because their network is bad. You, as a social media manager and has collected money, your client is saying, "Where is my work? Why have you not posted?" Will you go and tell her, "I'm so sorry, the graphic designer was not available. The graphic designer did not deliver in time." Yeah, you say, "Waiting." You will vomit that money that you have chopped. You will explain tire, evidence is not there. You get it? So literally, these people can fail. So it's just like you having a driver and you don't know how to drive. The day the driver decides to move mad, you cannot unknowingly say on Third Mainland Express, the bridge, and then you have a driver, you don't know how to drive, and then something happen, or there was a robbery. Because please, there was a robbery, or there is a robbery, and now they've taken your what's it called, your driver away. But because you cannot drive, you're not there. When you could have escaped, you are there. As far you cannot drive, so it does not work like that. You have to have a knowledge about everything. In short, about everything. You cannot have just one. You cannot. No. Again, when we're talking about money and experience, this is one of the things you put on your certificate. This is one of the things you put on your portfolio. This is one of the things that you put in your CV that will make you one of the best options, if not the best option, when you're trying to vie for a position. Do you understand that? Let me tell you something. You see, this social media is not just for social media managers. I was going through my course on product management today, and they were literally teaching me something that I went to go and spend over 200,000 to learn in marketing class. They were teaching me again that I am going to meet it here in product management. So as a product manager, I still have to have an idea as a marketer. I still need to know my numbers. In short, I need to know it as a product manager, because I need to know the kind of person that can get the job done for my clients. So this is where we say no knowledge is lost. Is it a must for you to know about graphics? No. For example, you can see there are things you can't see me sit with: graphics and then video editing. If it's not straightforward and basic, you won't see me there. But the moment you give me a design, I have picked the first three mistakes that you're going to make. But if you don't have any form of knowledge about the graphic design, how would you know what mistakes have been made? Do you understand? How would you be able to tell? See, you're trying, and there's a problem again. You're going to have a problem communicating your own idea with your designer. For example, you want to tell your designer that the head is not straight. Instead of you to speak the language of the designer, you'll be saying something. Then the designer will think you're very stupid, and you're just trying to exhaust your money. They won't take you seriously. Why? Because you do not have a background knowledge as to what to say that will make sense to the person. Is it a must? No, but I've given you 1,000 reasons why you must know how to graphic design. Yes, Dupe, are you with me? I've given you 1,001 reason why you should know how to what design, why you know how to copyright. It's part of your job. Let me just start introducing it to you now, so that you not think that it's bread and beans. No, you're not coming here to. It's not just about posting, no. It's not just. It's not okay, right? It's not just about posting. So you need to have this basic knowledge. Even if you're not going to use it, you're going to August, let it not pass you by, Dupe. I can't wait to see you. Let August not pass you by. And because this is the last course for the year. So if you don't go to this course until next year, and I can't even tell when next year will happen, because again, in this life, nothing is black and white. And another thing that happened to one of my people who was on a late, because she has paid. She had made a down payment because she missed the last course. She said she doesn't want to miss it again. Another thing that happened to her was that when she came in, it was lesser. Now it's higher. So the price, you can always you cannot always bank on the price. It can change because me, I'm putting effort. How to change? I got no. We talk money, yeah, and that's what we're doing. So again, you need to have this knowledge, and that's why I'm saying that I am speaking to people who do not have basic knowledge, because everything that you need to know, see, you cannot tell me that you social media manager, you don't know how to you don't know anything about editing. Ordinary Canva design, you cannot maneuver Canva design. It's a problem. Either you have graphic design skill or not. You cannot maneuver. Do you know what I mean by maneuver? You have a template to work with. Just edit, and you are giving me you are giving me problem. How much more the client you're going to save? Now let me tell you the juiciest part of this information that I need to tell you. Yes, you must be. You should be. Krista, I will be looking out for you. I already have your contacts picked in my head. So I'm going to make sure that I follow up with you as well. So let me tell you the juiciest part of this question that you asked me, Dupe, is that now, when you think that I do not need graphic design, let me tell you where the problem would be, that it will now really affect you directly. Your clients, you told your client that every of the services that you offer, when you are putting your content, one of the content or one of the things that you say is maybe you want a little bit graphics or something, right? You put it in your portfolio. Now you now tell your client that I want to charge you 100,000. So you need a graphic designer because you want it to be, you know, very mad, so that the customer will be happy. Now you talk to a graphic designer, and graphic designer tells you, I'm sorry, 50,000 per month. How many designs? 4 designs. You say, if you that doing just graphics collect 40,000 or 50,000, me that am doing strategy, posting, communicating with the clients, managing the clients, coming up with content, video, when you list all the plenty things that you'll be doing, and one person is going to do just one thing out of the plenty things you're supposed to deliver, and it's collecting over 30% of your money, then you know that there's a problem. Because imagine that you had access to Canva Pro that is less than 24,000 naira a month. I mean, a year, sorry. 24,000 naira a year. And you are paying a graphic designer a month for 20 or 30,000 naira out of your small money. Then your head will know to sit right to fix that graphic design skill that you don't have. You see where the problem is? You see where the problem is? Because then you will say, I'm going to get clients that, yeah, you're good. But before you get the clients that will pay you money for graphic designer, pay you money for video editor, pay you money for your own job, you will, and then by you don't know the skill. I don't think I need it. And okay, don't worry, your pocket will tell. So you see that you don't have any skill that you're training with. And let me tell you something, it does not get any lesser, it gets better. And thankfully for AI, it gets better. But at the same time, if you don't have basic knowledge, that's the same problem we have. They will tell you, go and use ChatGPT to create content. You go and create content from ChatGPT. It will look like a robot is speaking to you. Why? You don't have basic knowledge. Everything that you have access to, from Canva to ChatGPT and many things, there are tools in your hand. When they define the technology for us in the years back, technologies are tools that help you to enhance your work. And it has not changed, just that we have changed. That's why you think that the technology will take your job, but I'm not going to go there. We have not changed. All these are tools in your hands. Because you have a basic knowledge, when you handle those tools, triple effect, double effect. That is what it is. So I think I've really, really broken down this part of those questions. Do you need to be a gap? You need to know the skills. Must you be a graphic designer? No, but it's an add-on for you. And I've told you 1,001 reasons why. All right, 1,001 reasons why. Let me start dropping the link to the um. Please, can you who doesn't have any post on their page for the challenge? Can an SMA who doesn't have any post on their page engage in the challenge? Yes, obviously, yes, yes, Crystal. You don't have any posts in your challenge. You come to the live session. So there's one thing I love to do, which is I love to undermine what I'm going to deliver so that I can deliver great. So when you come, you say, wow, 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 wow. I'll not tell you, calm down, you're not an ambulance. Calm down, you're not an ambulance. I get it. I do not want to overblow the results you're going to get. But what I want you to do is do your own work again. When I drop the link, go through what you're going to learn. Go through how long will it take and every information that you have or that you need on the page. Then if you're convinced, pay. I know that you'll be convinced. Nobody say if you're except you don't like yourself. Why won't you be convinced? But anyways, go through it, make payments, and join the challenge. I hope you understand that. So most of these things that you talked about, again, because I can't say the training, if it was training, I'll say yes, all, all of the thing that you need ever will be talked about in the main training. But a little bit of it will be picked for the challenge. And this is where you get to know what you're about. I'm wicked. See my Duka is saying I have a wicked laughter. My dear, my name is Mercy, but I don't show mercy. No, 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 no. Human beings have showed me that if people don't deserve mercy, and not you people, sharp. Duke me, I will show you mercy. Only if you're merciful unto yourself. I've dropped the link on YouTube. Let me drop the link on Instagram. And yes, if you follow us, please, Duke, subscribe to my YouTube channel as you're on that YouTube like that, like that, like that, like that. Subscribe to it. I've dropped the link in the WhatsApp group. Hi, Farouk. You came in late. I hope you're able to listen to the replay. There's going to be a replay. I'm going to put the replay on YouTube. I'm going to put the replay also on Instagram. So yes, yes, watch it. And I've dropped the link on on the WhatsApp platform. I've dropped the link on YouTube. Let me see. How can I quickly drop it? I don't want to move this. I don't want to touch this device I'm using for Instagram. So, but for Instagram, if you already follow us, or if you're not following, follow now. Follow now. Me, I don't like to do shakara. How much is my how much is my body? Melo Lara, I mean, I'll be doing shakara for. I cannot shakara for you. You are my person. Please follow me, and then you see subsequent information about the challenge. I'm obviously going to change the link in the bio from the webinar to the challenge so you are able to visit it time and time again. And then conversation from now on goes about the challenge until the challenge is over. We now move into the training. But I'm telling you that this is where you get to understand if I want to come for the training. And literally, I've seen people who went ahead from the challenge and went to do their thing themselves, and they were better for it. Okay, they were better for it. I can see that for a fact. So please, please, please go through the link in the challenge in the WhatsApp. I'm dropping it on WhatsApp. I'm dropping it on YouTube, and I'm going to drop it on so I already did. Okay, great. Thank you, Dupe, for following me and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you. You're my somebody. You mean? All right. So please, 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 and please. If thank you, Crystal, for following. Thank you so much. Raimat, follow me. I know you've not followed me because I know. Follow me. Follow me on Instagram. If you're able to get to YouTube as well, subscribe, please. I've dropped the link to the training, to the challenge, sorry, to on the WhatsApp platform. So if you're on the WhatsApp platform, you should have access to it already. And on YouTube, it's already here. I'm going to post it on Instagram after this post, after this live session. So you're going to see information about it. Join in. If you know somebody that needs it, join in. If you know someone that needs it, tell the person that I know this person. I just met her, but join. Yeah, you to listen, and the live session will be here. You can also share the link to the live session so the person can determine if they want to go through the challenge with us. Rahimat, I see. Oh, thank you, Rahimat. I see your follow. Hey. Thank you. You are my person. You are my somebody. Thank you so much. So if you do not have question, we have come to the end of this webinar. How do you join the WhatsApp group? Quickly look at the link in the bio now. Look at the link in the bio and register for the webinar. So it automatically redirects you to the WhatsApp group. Please do that. Yes. Bikoshe, please look at the link in the bio right now and then register for the webinar. You get information about the webinar, even though it has ended, but you're able to join the WhatsApp list. So you can, and that way you're even in the general list. So any information that we have at all as regards to training, you don't get to miss out on it. You don't get to miss out on it. Yes. So thank you. All right. Okay. Let me know if you have any question, because if you do not have question, now flex and remain no. We're done. I've given you half of my life history because of what? No way, because of what? And we've actually tried. You guys have tried. We've spent over 1 hour here. I did not even intend to spend up to 1 hour, but see, here we are. Woo-hoo, here we are. All right, so I'm not going to try to make this long because of people that are going to watch the replay, so they don't have to also wait for the end of it all. But I want to say to you, thank you, Bikoshe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fikayo. Thank you, Bikoshe. Thank you, Raima. Thank you so much, Dupe on YouTube, for being engaging. Thank you so much. So much. And yes, I want to see your reviews. Oh, Crystal. I want to see your reviews. How was the webinar? Please, I want to see it in the comment. I want to see it in, yeah, right, Matt. I want to see it in the comment. I want to see it in the WhatsApp channel. Please drop a message. I think I'm going to open it now. Yeah, it's not open. Remember, it's not open. So I'll open it so that I'll ask you for a review. Please, give me send message. Yes, now you can send message on WhatsApp. So yes, please give a review on the live session. How was it for you? What did you learn? What did you grab? Did it make sense to you? Did it make sense to you? Did you learn from my story? Do you feel motivated to do yours or to go through your own journey? Definitely, the journey is not going to be the same. Might not be the same. Might never be the same. I used to tell something. You know that most people or most women think that they can easily relate with some person, but there's always a difference. Now, I am saying it because I've gone through birth, giving birth, and I've seen people that they had similar experiences, but there's always one thing or two that differentiates their experiences. So you see how life is, right? So because I made this is my own journey, does not mean it to be applicable to you. But we can have something similar, and this is just to tell you that life day there's good life in this place that we are in. There's good life there. There's good life. There's good money. There's flex. There's work. But again, you can do it, and it makes sense that if you're able to do it, you get the results that you want, right? So I hope that you feel motivated to want to start your own journey if you've not started. And I hope that even if you have not started, you're motivated to start your own, like do your own, so that you can also put your own story out there, and you can also motivate other people who are going to, come up to you later on in time. Again, one of the reasons that this social media management success training is on is because people do actually lack the basic idea of what it is to become a social media manager. Yes, you have to stick with it. So you people lack the basic knowledge of becoming a social media manager, and then they think because you say social media manager, even a business manager, a business what's it called, business owner that posts herself thinks she's a social media manager, because it apparently is that simple if you want to, but there are core strategies that makes you differentiate that differentiates you as a professional from just a regular person that picked it up, right? And then when we're talking, we're talking different language. You cannot be speaking, I got for 2 followers. I mean, you can put it like someone was telling me, why do we post 5 times a day, a week? Why do you think it's important to tell you? I said, you go and ask Gist Lover why he's posting 20 years or 20 posts. You post it in one day. Why? Go and ask Gist Lover why. And you think that it does not make sense. But to you, like, yeah, I'm just wasting time posting 5 times a day. Well, if you say so, your lordship, who am I to tell you no? You own the right to your thoughts. Me, I cannot tell you otherwise. You are the right person, President General. I submit to your authority. But it is what it is. Thank you, Dupe. Thank you, Crystal, for your comment. Please, 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 and please join the challenge. Let the challenge also help you to, make the decision on the training. And I'm hoping to see you in the training. In the training is where the food gist is. The challenge is just, a snippet. So please join it. And thank you so much for staying to this hour. In 2 minutes, I'm going to end this because if you need me, I will talk. I'll be teacher. I will talk, or I can talk till next year. Oh, so long I have water, there's light, there's data, and you are here responding to me. Wow. I will talk. I'm gonna talk the talk. I have the experience to talk the talk. By the way, I should have started that. I have over 7 years experience, but who that help? I'm talking about money. When I start making millions in dollars, I'm gonna start telling you I have 20 years and I've made my first $20 million from a client. Yes, thank you. Yes, yes. Joyce, reminding me of Joyce, Amaka, Favor, Lista. When Lista told me that she was leaving, when Amaka was the first person, she was an intern. And then when she came in, she had basic knowledge. She had gone through free training, but she was not even sure of what to do at all. And then she was like, she got the opportunity in the group that I said I posted it in. And when she just came, she was like, oh, yeah, she's going to do it. At the time, what was I paying them? I was paying them 5,000 naira. Yeah, I was literally paying them 5,000 naira or 2,000 naira because how much was money then? I was paying them maybe 2,000 naira for this because I was literally training them and they were training with real time clients. So they were training with real time clients. By the way, don't worry, I'll give the gist later, not for today. But they were training with real time clients. So I was just paying them, compensating them for data. And I was literally training and drilling them. And at the time when they got so good that I could relax and make sure they get the job done, they did what? Okotomio mio, phew. They disappeared. But I'm happy for them. And I love that even till date, they're able to come back to me. I think Amaka came to me about 2, 3 weeks ago. And guess what? The most fulfilling part for any coach, for any teacher, anybody that instructs at all, is for you to have that kind of connection and impact on your students. So much that on my birthday, I had to take a screenshot. Am I this big? I'm really small, but the comment she gave about my birthday was really, it reminded me why I started this anyway. So it was really, really touching. I felt I felt so elated. Like, oh, thank you for always being there, yada, 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 yada. And it was so sweet, to be honest. If I start reading for you, we start sharing it here. But this is not straw. And I don't want you to share it here. I want us to make money and I want you to make sense out of your life and know the basic skill. And that's what we're here. So in that case, join the challenge. See you. Thank you so much and bye. Thank you.